Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a new Cardfight Vanguard video for you guys today. First off, I want to apologize. I'm sorry that I was not able to stream or get a video out yesterday because of the change in my schedule. But we'll still do a Vanguard stream tomorrow night if you guys want to be here. That's 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna be doing a lot of messing with this deck. But here we are. We're talking about the deck everybody's been waiting for. Destined One of Time, Liael Odium. So we're gonna talk about the cards that were announced, the support. I'm gonna give you guys my opinions on it. I'm gonna show you guys a deck build that I came up with, and then we're gonna go and try and find a game. So if you guys enjoy this type of content, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm gonna apologize if the video is a little bit longer, but bear with me. Enough from me, let's jump in. Up first, we got our starter, Gear Quartz of Sweeping Distance. First gripe about this deck is you have to run this ride line. You basically can't deviate from it. I mean, you can with the grade 2, but you'll see why it's kind of a bad idea in a second. But the grade 1, you need the grade 1, it's like the grade 1 for Impalio. When this unit is placed by riding a grade 0, you reveal a grade 3 card with Liael and its card name from your ride deck. You put a Destined Timepiece token into your order zone. Cool thing about the token, it counts as a set order and an order and a token. So if you have any effects that require you to have an order in the order zone, it counts. But the Destined Timepiece is kind of what the whole deck revolves around, so you definitely need this grade 1. Grade 2 of the ride line. When this unit is placed by riding Steam Maiden Tiglet, put a card from your hand face up in your regress gauge, draw 2 cards. So it's basically drop 1, draw 2, and putting cards in the regress gauge is actually really important. Then we got Liael herself. Destined One of Time, Liael Odium. During your turn, all your front row rear guards get 5,000 power for each of your Distorted Bane regress gauges. That's these bad boys. We'll talk about that when we get to it. Auto Vanguard. When this unit attacks, Soul Blast 1, choose a card from your rear guard or hand. Put it face up as a regress gauge. If you put a card, this unit gets triple drive until the end of turn. That's it. Just Soul Blast 1, put a card into your regress, triple drive. It could be a rear guard or a card in your hand. That second part makes this a lot better. Divine Skill. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked. If you have 5 or more regress gauges, discard 2 cards from hand and you get an additional turn. Until the end of the additional turn, this unit gets drive -1, and the ride phase and main phase are not performed during the additional turn. Basically, you don't get to persona ride and you don't get to call out any new units. Now, you can still use her first skill on the second turn. It'll still give her the triple drive skill, but you'll only check 2. The reason it's specifically triple drive that matters is because of cards like Elementary Sanctitude. Even on the second swing, she still has the triple drive skill, so you can Sanctitude for free. That's why they made that distinction. All right, now we have our support cards. This card, Ablaze Chimera. When this unit is placed on rear guard, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Liael and its card name, counterblast 1, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 grade 3 or less from among them, call it to rear guard, shuffle your deck. This card's amazing. Steam Burner Amini Ditana. This is the grade 2 we saw Hikari basically abusing in the episode. When this card is placed on rear guard during your turn or put as your regress gauge during your turn, choose one of your units and it gets 5,000 power until the end of turn. So you call it, give something 5k. You make it a regress gauge, give something 5k. And from what I can tell, you can use both effects in the same turn if you end up needing to. This one was in the episode, but I don't think it actually did anything. Almanac Colossus. When this unit is placed on rear guard, if you have a regress gauge, counterblast 1, draw a card, and soul charge 1. If you have 3 or more regress gauges, this unit gets boost. So they have a card that draws and soul charges. Grade 3. This card was actually really good in the episode. Gauge Zone. At the beginning of your battle phase, if this card is a regress gauge, counterblast 1, choose a card from your drop, put it face up as a regress gauge. If you put a card, call this to rear guard. Basically, because of the fact that you have effects to put this into the regress gauge, either with Liael's attack or your grade 2, you can actually call him out at the beginning of the battle phase. You can actually do that on turn 2. So that makes this guy kind of good. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Liael in its card name, until the end of that battle, this unit gets 5,000 power. If you have 3 or more regress gauges, you can Energy Blast 2, choose one of your opponent's rear guards, and retire it. Decent card. And then the other card the deck revolves around. This one is probably the most important card in the deck. Distorted Bane. Play this if you have a Vanguard with Liael in its card name. Doesn't have a cost. You may soul charge 1 and put this card face up as your regress gauge. When this card is put into your regress gauge, draw a card, choose one of your Vanguards, and it gets 10,000 power until end of turn. Now, my opinions on the deck. try the deck out, and I'll be real with y'all. The base support kind of sucks. This card's okay, but it's only okay if you see it early. In the late game, it almost doesn't matter. This card's mid, this card's just plain bad, and this card's actually really good. But you have 3 cards that cost a counterblast with no countercharge engine. And the fact that the whole deck has to revolve basically around this order in order to get your regress gauges a little bit faster. If you see 2 of these, because they're grade 3 orders, you still have to wait till turn 4 to be able to do your Divine Skill. While the Divine Skill is great, it takes a ridiculously long setup, and if you don't see Distorted Bane, you're going to be there forever. So it's a powerful skill that is ridiculously balanced. Now, as far as builds go, I'm going to show you guys the build I came up with. It wasn't my first build. The first build I played used all the support, and then I got smashed, and it actually inspired me to make the build that I made, because I took some ideas from the build that I played against. I played a mirror match and just got, I saw some shit. You guys will see when I pull up the build. So enough of this. This is our support. If you let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. Let's go jump into the build I came up with. All right, guys, this is the build I came up with, and I'm telling you, this shit's weird. So obviously we have to play our ride line. The starter doesn't matter. I picked that one because it was cute. We still have our ride line because we still want to get regress gauges. And the reason we have to run this grade 2, we could run another grade 2. We don't have to run this one technically, but it gets us a regress gauge, which makes us a turn a little bit faster as far as getting our Divine Skill off. We're playing front triggers because this deck does draw a lot once it gets going. And we're playing extra crits because we want to be able to put our opponent to sleep. The best over trigger I could think ended up being the one that adds a card to your hand and calls a card. Since you can find one of your rear guards, it opens up a spot to, if you hit this, to just call it out and give it a 10,000 power, so you get an extra attack off of that, on top of also setting up for your Divine Skill. So I thought it was a solid pick. Got our PGs, got our Elementaria because we're playing a grade 3 deck. Playing 1 Amethyst because, well, Amethyst, because the deck has no counter charge. So we still wanted to have at least 1 card to counter charge. Avarice Wrestler, you kind of need this in the deck because you're playing a deck that revolves around an order. So basically it's like having 7 copies of the order. Now here's where things get spicy. Time Turner Dragon Clockwise. So what this card does, all the nations got a card like this. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if your Vanguard is less than, your Vanguard's grade is less than or equal to your opponent's, Soul Charge 1, and it gets 2,000 power. That Soul Charge, we need Soul in this deck to be able to make sure we can get Liael off, and we're playing some Soul Blast effects, so that's already a good skill. Auto, rearguard, or drop. When your other card is discarded from hand during your turn, Energy Blast 3, remove this card from, choose one of the discarded cards and put it back into your hand. This thing is good because it doubles as an energy cycler, but on your but on your Divine Skill turn, this thing is bonkers. If you save up 6 energy and you have 2 of these either on the rearguard or in the drop, and you go for your Divine Skill, when you discard the 2 cards for cost, you can immediately add those back, and now you're getting 5 drive checks without having to discard anything. Somebody did that to me and my jaw dropped. We're playing Illusionary Lantern because we actually have 2 cards that Energy Blast 3, either Time Turner Dragon to get us a card back, or Tiskar when we discard it, or when we call it after a Persona ride. It actually works out a little bit better than I thought. We're using a lot of energy, and that's why another reason I wanted it to have the energy charge. It's a solid card, but it's definitely probably the most replaceable card in the build right now. All right, now for the sauce. Flaming Blazing Demonic Lady Orins. When this unit is placed on rearguard, other than by your unit's ability, if you played a normal order this turn, Soul Blast 1, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose and reveal up to 1 card with grade less than or equal to your Vanguards from among them, call it to rearguard. If it is a unit card, and put it into your hand if it's a normal order, shuffle the deck. Auto rearguard, when this unit attacks a grade 3 or greater, you can Soul Blast 3, draw a card, and this unit gets 5,000 power till end of turn. What does that sound like, guys? This is the Dark State's equivalent of Tethvault. It doesn't hit as big numbers, but where we are playing a deck that revolves around an order and we have ways to get our own soul, so this becomes a great way to build a board. Even the Soul Blast 3 to draw a card really isn't that bad. And if I really feel like I'm struggling with soul, I can always take out 4 Kaler for a card that helps me generate more soul. We're playing Tezcar because we don't really use energy for anything except for Clockwise. And then Dark Bond, Abyss, Surga, and Dargage. I hope I said that right. Auto, when this unit is placed on rear guard from your hand, other than during the battle phase, look at the same number of cards from the top of your deck as the number of set orders in your order zone. +1, choose a card from among them, put it into your soul, and if you looked at 2 or more cards, shuffle your deck. And then you can counter +1 to perform one of the following. Choose a grade 2 or greater unit from your soul, put it into your hand, choose a set order from your soul, and put it into your hand. So, this thing helps us generate soul for free. We don't have to do the counterblast cost. Because, remember that our Destined timepiece counts as a set order. So we can always check 2 and put 1 into the soul. And then if we want, we can counterblast 1, add a card from it. I actually play this to get Persona rides from my soul to my hand. So it's kind of cool. And then we have Distorted Bane, which you guys already heard me talk about. So I know the deck looks like it's all over the place, but I promise you it works almost like a well-oiled machine. But enough from me. Let's show you off what the deck can actually do. All right, guys, we got a game and we're going first. Let's see what we get for a hand. This is actually pretty good for going first. I think the only thing I want to get rid of is maybe the PG, just so I can maybe draw something better. And I did. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. All right, let's go. Oh, we're up against Night Rose. It looks like interesting. All right, so we're gonna draw for turn. We're gonna discard clockwise and ride grade 1. Get all our stuff. And we're done. So now, as I recall, Night Rose is a lot like the other Stride cards where he's going to get to draw 2 cards now. What does the Night Rose crest actually do? Let's find out. You can perform Stride 13. During your turn, if you have a grade 3 or greater with Night Rose, all your friends gain 5 compared to acquire in the G zone. When 3 or more of your cards are discarded from your deck at the same time by your Vanguard's ability, choose 1 discarded card and you may put it to the bottom of your deck. Okay, so it's just to help with deck out. I don't know if I would have rushed like this if I were him. But hey, to each their own. Alright, that sucks. Damn, I can't get a damage trigger to save my life, huh? Oh, there's one. Alright, now we're going to draw. Now we're going to Tiscar to ride. Tiscar skill. Got Energy Blast 3 to draw. And then skill. You put a card from my hand into our regress gauge. I want to keep all this stuff. Then we get to draw 2. All right. So we're looking kind of good now. What's in my soul? Nothing crazy. Let's go with this. Skill, energy charge 1. Do I want to overcommit though? Oh wait, just because there's nothing in my soul I really want yet. So we're just gonna go to battle phase. I kind of skipped going to main phase, that's my fault. I'm gonna take out his rear guards. I know they're just gonna call him back on their 3rd turn. Oh, that's a good ass draw. Distorted Bane is definitely the most important card of this deck. I played a couple of games where I didn't see Distorted Bane at all, or the Searcher, and man, it was rough. When your other cards discard from, oh, okay, it's the same thing we have. Top 3, choose a card. All right, then he's gonna call one. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted event from the drop. If you have a Night Rose, you can retire a draw card. Oh, okay, so that skill is not live at all. That's fine. Full guard. That's 1. All right, now we gotta start pushing. Oh, you need a crest. Okay, never mind, that does work. All right, stand and draw. We'll discard another Tiscar to ride. Energy Blast 3 to draw. Good top deck, and we're actually going to use that first. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to... we'll call here. Skill will discard to dump our order. Shuffle. Then we'll use our grade. Oh, we can't. I just fucked up hard. I don't have it. If I didn't think about it, but I don't have the energy to get back the card because I'm stupid. But it's fine. We'll just use this from here. So skill, we get a soul charge 1. We put that there. We draw, and our Vanguard gains 10k. It's all right. I can easily recover from this. What do we put into our soul? We have nothing good. I was supposed to keep this card so I could use it to call a card, but I messed up. So instead, we're going to use you. Skill, we look at top 2. We're going to put this into the soul. Shuffle. Then we're going to counterblast, add it to hand. And then we're going to call another one. Skill, look at top 2. We'll put you into the soul. And then shuffle. And do we want anything from the soul? The only thing we can grab is the grade 2, but it doesn't really do anything for us, so that's fine. So we're gonna go. Our front one's gonna gain 5k because we have a distorted bane in our regress gauge, and we're gonna go battle phase. Swinging. Now here's a cool thing you can do. We're going to swing skill Soul Blast 1. We're actually going to put that in there, which is going to give our Vanguard another 10k and have us draw another card. Because it doesn't have to be by its own skill that it's put like that. And triple drive. 1. Ooh. That's good. So we're going to give the 100 million power there. We're going to add this to hand. And we're actually going to just call over and give 10,000 power here. Actually, we give 20,000 power. And actually that gains 5,000 power too. And then that's that's first check. Second check. Power here, crit here, and third check. Ooh. My God. And I actually think I forgot to draw, but it's too late now. I already did the checks. 53. And 100 million. That's fine. Where we have 2 distorted banes, we'll be able to get to 5 regress gauge next turn. So we'll be able to do our divine skill next turn. Hopefully they don't draw too many cards here. Soul Blast 1, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose 2 normal units without Sentinel and put them. Choose 1 revealed cards, put into your hand, and discard the rest. Alright, so maybe having seen this game, maybe the Dark States one would have been better, because having 10k and a crit for the rest of the game would be nice, especially with our divine skill coming next turn. We do have clockwise set up for next turn, so whatever we discard for our divine skill, we'll be able to get at least 1 card back, which is cool. By having the other distorted bane, we actually set up for next turn too. Yeah, we're looking good. And we have Persona Ride, so we're gonna be pushing for a lot. If I had a way to get, if I had one more, maybe I should have saved that distorted bane and put something else, because I would have been able to put one of the distorted banes on our restand turn to give our Vanguard 10k power, because we're gonna lose our Persona Ride when we go to our new turn. We're gonna no guard here. We have a lot of defense too. That's a crit. Alright, we'll take 2 damage. 1 and 2. Uh-oh. They were out of Persona Rides. 30k. That's gonna be bigger. We have to guard with 2 triggers anyway, so we'll just take it. We didn't get a damage trigger. I was hoping. Damn, they got mad cards in hand. I'm gonna guard this one. All right. They all get get killed because of hollow. And then he gets to put 1 card back to the bottom of the deck. I guess to call one out. Okay. Draw. Persona Ride. I guess he's changing what he's calling. All right, whatever. So this is what we got. We're gonna play Distorted Bane. Well, we're gonna go main phase. We're gonna play Distorted Bane. We're gonna give our Vanguard 10k. We're gonna draw and whoa. Hold on. That's gotta go to soul. That's gotta come to hand. Which sucks. I would have preferred it the other way. It's a soul charge, and then when it goes to the Regas gauge, then you do the draw. All right. So what can we do? What else can we do here? All right. So we're gonna call you. We're gonna counterblast. So now you get 5k in boost. And now we are going to proceed to battle phase. No, wait, we're missing power. We're missing 15k power. That's a lot of power to be missing to our front row. So we're gonna go battle phase. We're gonna swing 43. That's a 3-card guard or PG. Or damage. $33. I guess it's a 2-card guard with front triggers. When this card's attacked, remove from the drop, choose one of your units being attacked, gets 5,000 power. How's that 48? For each grade of that unit. Oh. Alright. Swing, skill, we're gonna Soul Blast 1. We're gonna put a card from our hand into the regress gauge. We want to keep our whole board so we can stand the whole thing. 3 drive. Now, where do we go from here? All right, that's a PG. So triple drive, 1, 2. That's actually perfect to get right now. So we're gonna give the crit here. We're gonna divine skill. We're gonna discard 1 and 2 for divine skill, and then we're going to use skill. So we're gonna energy blast 3. We're gonna remove that, and we're gonna add this back to hand. So now our divine skill is live, and then we're going to swing. The only downside is this is going to lose boost next turn. It's the only thing that sucks. That don't matter, because guess what? Now we end. And now we go skill. Ride phase, draw. We skip main phase, we go straight to battle phase. And now our front row gains 15, because we have 3 Distorted Banes. And then we can proceed to attack. So how do I want to do this? I think I'm just going to swing Vanguard and get rid of the Distorted Bane. So we're going to Soul Blast 1, put the Distorted Bane in. Our front row's now going to gain another 5k. Our Vanguard's going to gain 10k. We're going to Soul Charge 1 and draw a card. So this is why you can't run draw triggers, because we blow through so much deck so fast. All right, Twin Drive. First check. Second check, nothing. It's fine. 38. With 5 cards in hand and no damage it can risk to take. 33. Need another 10k. Oh, and we get it. GG. But yeah, this is what I was talking about with Distorted Bane is so important. Setting this Distorted Bane, we were able to pump our Vanguard, making it harder to guard, and then we also were able to give our front row an additional 5k because of what Distorted Bane, having the Distorted Banes in our regress gauge. But yeah, all right, guys, here's one more look at the deck. As you can see, it can do some pretty cool stuff. Once you get flowing, it's insane the stuff you can do. If you soul charge Distorted Banes, you can grab them back with Suga and Darej. I hope I said that right. You can build a board with Oren's. I made that misplay, otherwise I would have used her, and she would have actually drawn me more cards because I never had less than 5 cards in soul. This card, clockwise, is bonkers in this deck because you have discard outlets. Obviously, you have your rides, you have Avarice Wrestler. It does take a little bit of managing your energy, but that's also why we're playing 4-cal. And the Energy Blast 3 from Clockwise and the Energy Blast 3 from Tiscar can actually trigger your draw skill too. So it flows together so well. You got to try it out. Let me know what you guys think of the deck build. Let me know what you guys think of Liael Odium as a whole. And let me know what techs and builds you guys are trying. I might try swapping this out for the Dark States Overtrigger for that extra 10k in crit, but the heal was really nice too. If you guys want to see me play with this deck live, I'll be playing tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you guys will be here. If you guys want to check me out on social media, those links are down below. That is it from me. Catch you guys on the next video. Later.